Okay, good morning, class. Today we're going to cover in this tutorial how to create what are called brilliant light streaks. The objective is to create 5 light streaks, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They need to be individual, unique, and obviously different colors, as you can see. Okay. The other thing that I also would like is that your light streaks follow the rule of thirds if possible, so your grid, and you will have a focal point, and then they move back into space, so they're creating depth. Okay, so here's a good example. Another example. And as you can see, each light streak needs to be different. Okay. This here does not meet the requirements because this is actually just one light streak swirled a lot. Okay. This is awesome. And again, if you can follow the rules of thirds and try to get a focal point and have it go back into space, that's going to ensure an A. Again, we're starting off with a black background, but I would like it if you changed it at some point. Although, look at these light streaks, they're awesome. Okay, let's start. First of all, open up Photoshop. Make sure to get File, New. I'm just working in inches, 8.5 by 11 like usual. Okay, there you go. Okay, so to start out with, we're going to create I don't even include this as a step, but I would just make a black background. That way you can see what you're doing. Here's a light streak that I already created earlier, and kind of zoom in on it. And you can see there's different parts to it. So that's what I'm going to teach you today how to make. Okay, step 1, get a new layer. Okay, first thing you're going to do is create the plasma ball. Okay, so you're going to use your elliptical marquee, make elliptical marquee, and then in order for it to have like an outer glow, we're going to throw a feather on it. So you're going to say select, modify, feather, and I like to put it about either like 25, anywhere between like 15 to 40. So I'm going to say 30 for this one. Okay, so that's part of step 1. The next section of step 1 is now that we need to fill it. So you're going to go to the gradient tool. Okay, the gradient tool here. And then up here you'll see your color spectrum. If you click on it, you can fill it with different colors. You can remove a color if you click on it and hit delete. You can do that. In order to change a hue, double click on it, and then of course pick a hue. Okay. Let's say I want to add a color here. You just click and add a color. Okay. Just like that. And then you say okay. And then make sure you are on the radial gradient fill. Okay. Start in the center and just work down and out. That's awesome. Okay, Control D. Right now what you're going to do is do Control J to make a copy and put it off to the side. That is going to be your center at the end when we're finished, so it matches. All right, so let's go back to layer 4. All right, now step 2, you're going to free transform, and you're just going to squash and stretch your plasma ball or plasma sphere. All right, step 2. Now step 3, we're going to add a wave and a twirl to the squash and stretch plasma ball. So say filter, distort. I'm going to throw the wave on first. Now, there's all different ways to make your wave, and you can see it right here. You can kind of play around with it. I'm just going to put one, just make a little tiny wave right now. Okay. And again, that's something that makes each one unique. So just play around with the scales and find something that you like. And then I'm going to distort it and I'm going to twirl it. And this also is kind of, let's see, I'm going to totally twirl it. So. That'll work. Okay, and I'm going to shrink it because it's just a little too big. Okay, now step 4, I'm going to actually make the light streak. So Control J, just copy. You can do Control T, and I'm just going to start making a design. And this is where the fun part comes in. And actually on this one, I'm just going to do 4. You can even have them touch. Okay. So maybe something like that. You could even make more if you'd like. Okay. And then I'm going to go and grab my sphere. I'm going to shrink it a little and throw that in the center there. You can also lower the opacity if you need to. I'm going to drag and drop it below so it's behind. Okay. All right. So that one is complete. And then what you want to do is make sure that you I'm going to connect all these to make a whole. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to merge visible. Okay. So, oh, I shouldn't have done that on the background. Edit, step back, undo the background. Okay. So I'm going to merge visible, and now it's one whole object. I think. Yes. Okay. All right. And then now you're able to move it around. Okay. Now, again, if you want to add more tentacles, it might look better. So I could have possibly done that. Okay, so we have another one. And that's it. So it's basically 4 steps. The 5th step would be merging the visible layers, making it one brilliant light streak. All right, have fun, enjoy yourself, and I can't wait to see them.